It's the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders. The veneer of a new season is gone as we hit the middle third of the schedule. It's away here in Week 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
And he'll get it only the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Come on, set.
Ready. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Set, ready.
Keeping it with Mixon. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Going to the ground again on first. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Shotgun now for Love. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. Running down the left side. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Let's go now. Ready.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Roll the Dudes, a touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception. His effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. There's certainly some momentum to build on today.
Gain of 3 brings up second down at the 28-yard line.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Big run. It's Krosky Merritt. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Daniels throwing on third. He's got a man left. An excellent game, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Going on first down, Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Second and 3 now.
Second down at the Lions' 47-yard line.
Cougar 19. 60 evil.
Out of the gun, Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
19.
Third and short, Daniels. Got a man, Bailey has it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The drive picks up here, first and 10.
Let's go for Washington.
Cowboy 80.
Daniels is going to throw again. Setting up the screen. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Run down with Krosky Merritt. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. Here we go, third and less than a yard.
Third and less than a yard.
Like it, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Krosky Merritt on the carry. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. The run, it's Krosky Merritt. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on first and goal, it sets the table for more success.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And that's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here's Jones. And this will give them some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at 2nd and 4. From the 36. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a gain of 4. And that gives the Lions the first. Legislative downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, or under Mixon. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 42, they'll find in his back, Mixon, and just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Love from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And his start to the season has been special, hasn't it? The way he's played, it's no surprise at all that he's leading the NFL in passing.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hurt.
Here's Prosky Merritt. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He'll hang on to it on the 2nd down option. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
That's a gain of 6.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
70, Timberwolves.
To throw, Daniels. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Daniels on 4th down. Taken in by Bailey, right side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the 1st instead.
For a Washington Commanders.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Come on. Half to 60. 60 by 6.
Daniels now. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We get the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Commanders looking for a score just before the break. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Going back, it's the handoff. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 60 by 6.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. This connects with Higgins. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Stephanie! 19, charge, go!
And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Jaquan Jackson on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense headed out now for Detroit. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break.
Here we go, set.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Setting up the running back screen. This gets forward to around the 29. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go.
Love out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
3rd and 15.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Come on, set. Yellow, put.
Shotgun now for Love. It's his running back. And this one won't get there. Looked good, but the stop is made just before he could get the first. So on 4th down, out comes Madden to boot it away. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his first. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. The Commanders head out now late in the first half. They're up by 7. We'll see if they choose to just rest on that going into halftime.
Red. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He wants a heater, go deep, middle of the field. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jamel D makes the play. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I know started to play as a defender, gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
That's the in route complete. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. Working inside the red zone. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of 7 yards. It's second down.
And he spiked it just in time. So now we'd expect to see their kicker trot out for a try just before we reach halftime. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. McManus sends it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So a one-possession game, Brock. Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Commanders and running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards.
Let's go now. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 11. Completed over the middle. He hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time, and that leaves them with 4th and 5. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Love with it on first down. He completes it in traffic. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here's 2nd and 7. Looking underneath here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing, it's Love. Has his man, caught by Odunze. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. So good work to help reset those chains.
This one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
2nd and 13. Looking over the middle, that's Odunze. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. Looks like we still have somebody injured out there following the play. So we'll pause as trainers get out to... Oh, they're looking at Jordan Love, the man in question. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Running with Mixon out of the gun. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield on their own side.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that 6th sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Here we go, here we go.
3rd and long, Rodgers. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. The Lions readying for the punt. Matt Ariza, the one to send it away. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Sending him on the dive. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety.
The tackle occurred in the end zone. Result of the play is a safety.
So following the safety, Brock, they're on now to begrudgingly send it away with a free kick. That's taken on the 7. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. The Lions offense returning to the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out.
10 cycles.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. To the air with Love. Hits him on the out route. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3. Finds a seam down the middle. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Ready. Set.
Tight end in motion right. Now Love on the play fake. Hands in the field, and Goddard has it. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get into a tight end and play action, a little icing on the cake.
And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers. And if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
Love from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Henry To'o comes up with it. And the Commanders are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Now Daniels off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. He's hit and dropped. So that's going to bring an end to our 3rd quarter with him picking himself up after that sack. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Commanders who hold the lead. Not a big one, though. Trying to carry this through the end. That's taken at the 15. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. The Lions and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And he's continuing a great start to the season. You can see currently pacing the NFL in rushing yards. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Quick throw out wide by Love. And this one doesn't go far.
Complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 2-yard gain.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
At the 29-yard line.
From the 29. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Ready. 38.
Love out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They're already on a modest little winning streak here. Currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Herbert straight ahead. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
On the gun, it's Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and short, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Catch is made down the right sideline. Big man showing up the yards. And he can't get there, but what a game. Down to the goal line. He's pushed out just a couple yards short. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing the trigger.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders push this to an 8-point game. Point after upcoming, this for a 2-score lead to potentially clinch the win. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders push the lead to 2 scores now.
Commanders 21, Lions 12.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Jackson now to return it. He's brought down just inside the 25. We'll have to pause now as they tend to an injured player, and that appears to be Joe Mixon, who they're looking at. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Throw the left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. From the gun, here's a handoff. He gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They go right back to him. Another carry by the receiver. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner. A gain on the play. 1st down, Lions.
Ready.
Love now. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. Third and long for him here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Desperation time here on 4th. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. Second down now, 7 to go. Daniels escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
On the ready. Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Daniels now. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first.
It's 4th down.
As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
Got it. Ready?
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this.
Go. Viking 18.
Fourth down, here's Daniels. This connects with Higgins. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
To the air with Long. He's got time here. Rocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Trying again, following the set. Finds him over the middle. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Here he is to throw. This is brought in. Big game for Smith and Jigba. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. 1st and 10. Got to score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
Jigba.
Another try following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. To throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Mike Saylor still makes the play. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Jackson now to return it. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Lions get ready to return to the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go, here we go.
Rodgers coming back after the pick. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. They left him wide open. It's complete. Juke the defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
39-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Lions.
They get to the line and spike the football to stop the clock. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Red. 19, Tiger.
Rodgers here from the gun. This one's gone. Now touching down a couple of yards away from that marker. To score this as a win for the Commanders. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Gronk, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league.